Okay, sir. Yes. You take the wheel.
Why where's my question? Why did you get into fitness in the first place? Like, what started your career into like either exercising, fitness, like however you want to put it?
I did not like how I was a string bean, or I was skinny, and I lacked confidence in myself, in how I felt and how I looked, and I wanted to feel better about myself. I wanted to have confidence, and I wasn't sure necessarily how to do that. And I shared this story at the 10-year where someone who I looked up to, who was in amazing shape and had an amazing physique, an amazing body at 17 years old, and still I wish I could just show what he looked like. He took me under his wing and he taught me how to some really pillar principles, how to take care of your body, how to train, how to be smart, how to eat better, and my body slowly began to change, and he did it in such a nurturing way. But it all started from a lack of confidence and how I felt about myself. What about you?
I'd say very similar. Lack of confidence. I grew up as I was an overweight kid who I wouldn't say I was the most insecure about it, but I was definitely insecure about it to an extent. So started, I think around 8th grade, playing football, and that was the first time I ever went into like a weight room. And then from there into 9th grade, now I had access to the facilities, and about me and maybe like 3 to 4 or 5 of my friends would end up going to the weight room every day after school, and it was a time where I could just like have fun with my friends. There was no like pressure behind it. I got exposed to like all these new movements that I love to do, and there was even an incentive in the gym because you could get your name on the board. And I was working towards this kind of like end goal, but at the same time I was chipping away at increasing my self-confidence. I was overweight, so I was chipping away at getting myself into a healthier position. So just like the love of it, it was a fun thing to do, increasing my mood, my physical appearance, like all this stuff, and then it just like evolved into my number one hobby.
Can you recall the time in span of maybe years or months that you, from your journey when you started, and maybe how you felt like we were relating and feeling insecure and not sure of ourselves and lacking confidence, to when that shift began to take a different form? Maybe not to where it is today. Maybe today it's at a whole different league, but can you recall maybe the time span when you really began to feel better about yourself, more confident in your body, confident in who you were, how you felt about yourself?
I would say the first early years of high school, it was still a hobby. I was still working towards my confidence. Junior year of high school, I ended up joining the wrestling team just so that I could lose weight. Like, that was the main goal behind it. Obviously, like have a little bit of fun, learn a new sport and all that stuff. Main goal was to lose weight. So like after that happened, and I realized like I could do this thing, I could do this hard thing. Like I ended up getting the award for person who never missed a single practice, single game, like any of that stuff. So like the hard work and dedication that goes into like bettering yourself, I really enjoyed the process of that. And then I'd say probably after I graduated, that's when like the real confidence started to kick in, and definitely during college, and then mostly after college, coming here, my now year and a half-ish into coaching, learning, being around this amazing like group environment where everybody's 10 times more positive than you would expect anywhere outside of here. I would say, like, I know I went off topic, but this time in my life would be where I feel like the most confident.
Yeah, and what I heard in there, and tell me if you agree, is years.
Yeah.
Years. And I agree, for me too, I think I started at like 17, and I could feel a shape take form into 19, but still unsure, and then really blossomed in like early 20s to now. When I was in my late 20s, it really just, changed from the initial feels. Can you recall emotions that you no longer feel that you did before you started working out? Like,
definitely. Embarrassed, never. I honestly don't have many disempowering thoughts anymore. I used to be embarrassed, upset, sad, not confident. thinking that I wasn't like lesser than maybe, but since 2 years, 3 years in now, I feel the exact opposite of that. I feel like I am this person who's meant to be confident and empowering and empowered. Yeah.
It's beautiful. You transformed your identity, and that's why I think we all, me, you, Nolan, and Abby, really resonate and lead from the front with fitness so strong. Is it's done that for all of us in these similar, different ways, where like we can capture those emotions of where we were, and then now we give that gift back to other people regularly.